Need for Speed Shift is this year's installment in EA's popular racing series. We've got Andy Tudor from SMS, and he's here to show us how Shift will take the franchise in a speedy new direction. That was smooth.
That was slick.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Yeah.
We've also got David Clement, folks.
Hi. So to kick things off, let's just get right into it. I may have played a Need for Speed game in the past, maybe one or two, but let's just talk about how this one is
That's
different.
kind of insulting. Are you going to stand for that?
No, right. I'm taking the show over. Get off. So Need for Speed Shift, we're calling the true driver's experience.
Okay.
We're taking it back to its roots and basically trying to get that core mechanic of driving, like making you feel like a hero, like making it a really visceral experience, you know, right from day one.
Cool.
So I've got two things to show you here. The true driver's experience is split into two parts.
Okay.
The first we're calling first-person driving. So this is basically getting all the excitement and the experience that you would normally have in a first-person shooter game, actually in a driving game. So, you know, instead of headshots and you know, grenades going off, things like that, you know, you're actually battling with your opponents here, and you're getting shunted around. We've got a really good physics system, and the driver himself is actually fully modeled. So when you hit a wall or something like that, you know, you get like the same kind of experience from a first-person shooter, like the screen goes all fuzzy, and you know, you get disorientated and things like that. Also, you know, in a first-person shooter, when you raise your gun up to your face and like the gun goes all really blurry because you're actually focusing on a thing in the distance. Well, if you look at the cockpit here, it's doing exactly the same thing. The cockpit's going all blurred.
I wouldn't have noticed that till you said something.
There you go.
Yeah, you can see that. You've got a lot of detail down there on the numbers and everything. They sort of fade out to the background as you're looking down the road. That's really cool.
Okay, the ongoing theme for first-person shooter has been, so far, the show, teabagging.
Right.
I mean, thoughts? Do we see it in this game? Is it unlockable?
Maybe with a secret code or something like that, but I'm not going to put money on it, I'm afraid.
So I saw when you hit the wall, everything kind of went grayed out for a little bit.
Yeah. And then the second thing is basically what we're calling the driver profile. So if you look up at the top of the screen, everything I'm doing, I'm actually getting points for. And we're splitting those into aggressive things to do and precise things to do. So if I get onto the racing line here, you'll see that I'm actually getting racing line points now.
Okay.
And when I'm braking and turning here, and then if I start drafting this guy, just at a slide there, so I'm getting like, I can really define myself as a driver. Like, I'm a really aggressive guy who just like intimidates all my opponents and go on to win, or am I like a racing robot? Am I a guy who's just like gonna try and perfect every single corner and like, and you know, just be truly perfect.
So you've got sort of a meta game going on there with the points and how you're driving.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not overly familiar. I mean, I play driving games, but usually not on my home systems. Usually over at arcades, the few of them that are left. But I just gotta say that the rear view mirror there, how clear and crisp it is, and then how it reflects everything at the same time. That is like
We spent a lot of time on
really
that.
well done. Like, I just know sounds like it has nothing to do with gameplay, but I love it.
If you look around, we've got the rear view mirror, which is fully reflecting everything.
Oh,
We've got
your
the
side
side
mirror
mirrors,
too.
which are fully
Nice.
reflecting everything. If you move the right-hand stick around, you can actually look around the cockpit itself. So
Very
there's
cool.
a ton of detail in this game.
Very, very cool.